Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's get the key in this Goldwing, crank it up, and ride! Today I wanted to go over a bunch of the questions that we've been receiving in the comments from you guys. I have a total of 12 of them. Now if you're new to Goldwings, some of these will seem like really good information for you. If you've been around Goldwings for decades and riding for a long time, we would appreciate your input in the comments below on some of the things that we're going to cover today. But the first thing, before you even start out on a ride like this, what you want to do is check your tire pressure. Your front tire should be at 36 psi, your rear tire at 41 psi. The second question we've been getting a lot is, what about fuel? And the answer is 87 octane. Guys are asking if a higher octane will give them more performance or better mileage. It really won't, and it's really not worth it. Just run 87 and you're gonna be fine. Now, if you're gonna store your bike for several months or more, you may want to consider non-ethanol fuel, and that way it'll protect the tank a little bit better, but otherwise 87 octane is really all you need. And here we are catching up on a couple of sport bikes on one of my favorite back roads. And the third thing, while you're out riding like this, sometimes you may come in and catch some debris, so you want to consider a belly pan. The underside is one of the most vulnerable portions of a Goldwing. And here we go around this guy, and hopefully we're not going to pick up any road debris, but a belly pan certainly will help you protect the bottom side, particularly the oil filter and your coolant tank are very susceptible to something being kicked up. All right, now if you're new to your Goldwing and it's an older wing and you're coming up to a stop sign or a red light and you feel that wobble in there, the best cure to that, don't even worry about the forks or anything else right now. First thing, replace the steering head bearings with a set of all balls steering head bearings. That will cure the problem. You can also add a fork brace if you want to do that, but if you have that wobble, all balls steering head bearings are the way to go. Now the next thing on the list, number 5, is your cruise control. If you get out on the highway and you set the cruise control and all of a sudden it slows down and slows down and then starts to pick up, the cables are not adjusted correctly. The quick fix to that while you're out on the road is simply hit the set button and immediately after that hit resume, and that will keep you right at speed without slowing back down. Okay, number 6, change your tires if they're getting worn. And most of the guys run either 2 sets of the Bridgestones or the Dunlops. I personally have the Dunlop E4s. They've been working great, and I love those tires. There is an alternative called the dark side. If you have not heard of that, that's putting a car tire on the rear of the Goldwing. If you double dark side, you're not only putting a car tire on the rear of the Goldwing, but you're also putting a rear tire on the front rim. That's referred to as double dark siding. The tires are a little less expensive and they do last quite a bit longer, especially the rear tires up to 30,000 miles or more. But if you've never heard of dark siding before, that's what people are talking about. Now, one of the things you also want to consider at number 7 is centromatic wheel balancers. A lot of questions have come up. Do they work? Are they worth it? Now, they are a little more expensive, but they will automatically balance your tires for you, and it runs like it's on rails. So I would recommend, if you are having issues with cupping on your tires or uneven wear on your tires, install a set of the centromatic wheel balancers. Number 8 is the phone holder. Now, for years, I've used the RAM system and their X locking metal pieces. That's a great system. It does secure the phone very, very nicely. but sometimes with the newer iPhones, it'll push some of the buttons at the same time and either take a picture or dial SOS. So there is a better system, in my opinion. The brand new system is called the Quad Lock system. It's very convenient to own. And basically, you can add that right onto your existing RAM system, and you get a custom phone holder for whichever phone you have, and it attaches directly to the ball head of the Quad Lock system. It's vibration free and it's extremely secure. Okay, now on to some of the maintenance questions. Number 9, of course, the question comes up about oil. Which oil is the best oil for your Goldwing? There are a lot of schools of thought on this, but I would say there are 3 main choices. You can use the Honda synthetic. It's the HP4S. That's a great oil by Honda, so you know it's going to work. A lot of guys swear by the Shell Rotella T6, and that's been known to perform extremely well, especially with the clutch system. The other that I run is AMSOIL. They're 100% synthetic metric motorcycle oil. So there are 3 top choices, and you can't go wrong with any of those 3. Okay, number 10. If you're going to put your bike away for a while, or even if you're not going to ride it for a while, use a battery tender and not a trickle charger. Number 11, if some of the switches are sticking on your older Goldwing, do not use WD-40. Use the Electromotive Electric Parts Cleaner. This does a much better job, and the switches will work perfectly with this. WD-40 tends to collect a little more gunk and will clog up the switches. And number 12, can I push start my Goldwing? The answer is yes. In second gear with a couple of buddies helping you, it'll fire right up. A lot of the products we've talked about today are in the description below. Until next time, you take care. Please remember to like and subscribe.